Hello everyone and thank you for joining me. Today I am going to show you how to make this fabulous box that is going to actually hold your chocolate. And this is chocolate box number 2. If you haven't seen first style of the chocolate box, I encourage you to go back to my YouTube channel and watch it. It's amazing. This particular one is a ribbon closure, and I have used beautiful Sunflower Secrets creative paper packs and 8x8 paper pad from Sentimentally Yours. Wait for it. Are you ready? Let's have a look. This is inside of the chocolate box. I've got over here a little belly band going with another sentiment, a little tag that you can write a message either on the front or on the back of it. It does slip back in, and then this is our flap. It opens up to reveal beautiful papers and also a chocolate, because in the end of the day this is a chocolate box. Okay, it does house chocolate. So this is about the average size of the chocolate that you can fit in all the chocolate boxes I'm making, and this is just a beautiful way to present the chocolate to somebody. So I have got a double butterfly, 3D butterfly going over here, flying, beautiful. This flap is not magnetized, it's just a flap, and then you carefully close and do your ribbon up, tie a beautiful bow, and this is your chocolate box. Look. Let's not waste any more minutes, and I will show you how to make it. So to make a base for this box, you will need 3 pieces of paper. First one is measuring 8¼ inches by 8 inches, and you are going to take your scoreboard, place this piece of paper and score on your 8-inch side at 3½ inches and 4½ inches. That's it. Next, you will need a piece of paper that measures 5 7/8 of an inch by 5 3/4 inches. You will take this piece, place it on your 5 7/8 of an inch side. You want to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4 inches, 4 5/8 of an inch, and 5 3/8 of an inch. Then you want to turn it on 5 3/4 inch side. You want to score at 1/2 inches and 1 1/4 inch. This is your second piece, and then you want to take your tag And these tags I have used are crescent top layering tags, and it is second largest. Take your second largest tag, the base of it, and die cut it. Okay. Now we are going to need to trim this tag. I'm going to take a trimmer, and you want to trim it 1/8 of an inch from this side and 1/8 of an inch from this side. So what do we have here? We've got, at the moment, we have got 3 and, is it 3 5/8? Let me check. Yes, so the width is 3 5/8. And you know what? I will turn it this way, because this way I can see 3 5/8. And now I want to go and trim 1/8 of an inch from one side, and then I will turn it around, and from the other side going to trim another 1/8 of an inch. So 1/8 of an inch, like so. 1/8 of an inch from one side, 1/8 of an inch from another side. Now you want this tag to measure, let's have a look. You want it to measure in length. I'm just looking at my notes in here. So 5.5, 6 6 3/4 inches in length. We want this tag to be 3 3/8. Let me just quickly have a look. This is perfect. Okay, so the length 6 3/4 inches. Okay, and this trimmer is no good for me now. I'm taking my big one, and I am going to measure. This tag should be 6 3/4 of an inches. Okay, that's good. Next, you want your scoreboard, and place your tag at this orientation. Score at 1/2 inch, and so we want 1/2 inch and 1 1/4 inches. Yes. Next I am going to apply tape, because tape is quicker for me. I would advise you to apply tape as well. If you don't have any tape, then go ahead and use glue. It's just depending on which glue are you using. You're gonna have to wait until it all dries before you start moving things around, and before you start matting and doing all that good stuff. So on our 1/2 inch flap, apply double-sided tape, and then fold and burnish, fold and burnish. This bit over here you want to apply tape on this side, 1/2 inch flap again, 1/2 inch flap, then turn around, 1/2 inch flap up to the score line. Don't waste your double-sided tape. Then in this square over here, this one over here, and I will show you a close-up. Do not worry, I will show you a close-up so that you know where the tape is going or where your glue is going. Hopefully you can see all the score lines, and this is where your tape is going in these sections here. I'm going to burnish my tape, and then take scissors. I'm going to cut. So you want to cut, and I'm gonna turn it the other way so you can see all the score lines. Hopefully you can see them. Like so you can. So cutting the score lines out, and I'm going to cut this section out, and I am doing this at this angle so that you can see where exactly I'm cutting. This is our first cut. Next cut is going to be this one. The same from the other side. Try to do it straight if you can, like so. We do not need these bits, so cut them off. Cut this one off as well, like so. This is what we have so far. Next, I want you to slightly go at an angle with these flaps, like so, and the other side as well, like so. And this is what you ended up with. This is going to be a pocket. Now I want you to fold and burnish all the score lines, all the ones you've got. Fold, burnish, fold, burnish, sides, and then the bottom bit of it, fold and burnish, and all these, like so, fold and burnish. This is going to be our pocket. Now I'm going to take this bit off, and this is why, hopefully you can see why I am using double-sided tape instead of the glue, because it is an instant stick. Okay, burnish on inside, burnish like so. Next I'm going to take the bottom bit, a little bit off, don't take it all, not yet. stick one side. Okay, put it back, put the tape backing back, and then another side again, and then stick and tape backing back. And you can absolutely go and burnish from inside. This is the pocket, and now the main bit is this one. I want you to fold and burnish, fold and burnish. This is what you have got. And now this pocket, going to stick this pocket down, and I want you to stick this pocket on the cut edge, flush to the cut edge and to the bottom, and then you're gonna have about 1/8 of an inch left next to your score line over here. Next to this score line you should have about 1/8 of an inch left. And the way I like to do it, I'm taking a little bit off the tape backing, and I am going to position it right at the cut edge, right at it. And you want to make sure the bottom is all good as well. And when you're happy with it, stick it. So stick it down. Now you want to take this bit off. Burnish. Do not forget to burnish. Everything sticks because you burnish. I want to take tape backing off this side as well, just a little bit off, and I'm going to fold it. And now you want to look at the bottom, taking the bottom bit off now, and this one I'll take the whole lot off. So stick bottom and this side. That's it. Go inside and burnish really well. Burnish really well on inside. I'm using my bone folder to do that. Okay, and this is the pocket. And now the beautiful flap is going cut edge and top. Okay, tape backing off, cut edge, and that's it. Burnish, and it all lines up nicely, as you can see. Now what I have done, normally when I mat, I do my mat layers 1/4 inch smaller than the base. So you measure 1/4 inch smaller, and what I have done is I am obviously using beautiful Sunflower Secrets from Sentimentally Yours, and I also have used for my base Racing Green, which goes really nice with Sunflower Secrets. Now I did my racing green 1/4 inch smaller than my base, and then my pattern paper is 1/4 inch smaller than my racing green. Okay, gives me nice edge, yeah, and it pops because we've got base layer under the pattern paper. Okay, looks great. So I've chose, and you're gonna need 3 of these for front, back, and inside. Then you want to cover and choose the papers you like. Then you want to cover all these bits, these ones, which I've got over here, all matted and layered already. Next you want mats and layers for your pocket, also mats and layers for inside. Now I will tell you something which is very important, and I will show you as well. To mat the tag, okay, you obviously do have a mat layer, so go ahead and cut 2 of these, because you want one for outside, one to mat inside. Okay, you need 2 of those in racing green or whichever color you choose. And then what you do need, because we did cut this tag 1/8 of an inch from each side, we need to cut this tag 1/8 of an inch from each side, so that it gives us the mat layer. Hopefully it makes sense. Take your racing green, or racing green in my case, and then I will also show you how to make another mat layer for this layer without a die, well, without another smaller die, if you know what I mean. So this one is 3 3/8 of an inch in width. I want both of them. 1/8, 3 3/8. Okay, so we're gonna go 3 1/4, 1/8 of an inch from one side, flipping on the other side, and then another 1/8 of an inch. And now you can see perfect mat layer. Okay, so I need one for outside, the same for inside, 1/8 of an inch from one side, flip it over, and you want 1/8 of an inch the other side. Now the mat layer is going to be, let me check. Oh no, hang on, this is going to be different, slightly different. So you can absolutely go ahead and do a little mark with a pencil, which I probably will. It's easier, it's actually easier. So I'm just going to sit this on top, and I need it about here. Place it in your trimmer, and cut. Perfect. Okay, this is perfect. I'm going to do the same with this one because they're both the same. Going to place it in. And hold, cut. Perfect. Okay, I am going to quickly erase my pencil mark. Now we need another layer of pattern paper to go on top of this one. And you want to use the same die, this matte die, and you want to cut another 2 pieces because one is gonna go on top, one is gonna go inside. And I need to measure this because I believe need to cut 1/4 inch from each side to make a matte layer for this piece. 3 1/8 of an inch, so I need 2 7/8, and 2 7/8 is gonna give me, yes. So you want the pattern paper for your tag. You want to cut a 1/4 inch from each side. So this one is measuring 3 3/8. I'm gonna go 3 1/8. Hopefully my measurement is gonna be right, fingers crossed. And now this, measuring 3 1/8 inch. Now I want it to be 2 7/8 inches. So 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch from this side, 1/4 inch from this side. And let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yes, that's perfect. I will also show you how to adjust this bit. Give me a second. I'm just gonna do the same to this tag. This one, 3 1/8 of an inch, and then flip over. I am going 2 7/8. Cut, cut, cut. Let's check this one out. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Now the length, let's have a look at the length. This one was 5 1/4. This one should be 5 inches. So 5 inches in length, 5 inches, cut. Let's have a look. Always measure and always look. Always look. I probably could have gone. Okay, no, it's fine. I'm happy with that. Happy with that, and I'm happy with that. This one should be 5 inches as well in length. So I'm placing the very top of the tag at 5-inch mark and cut. I save these bits because they're good for little sentiments. Do not throw them away. And now the most important thing is how to adjust your hole. Okay, this hole, how to adjust it. I suggest you to take your circle punch. And I haven't tried it yet, but I hope it's gonna work. I'm going to place my circle punch in. Make sure it's about the same size all around the hole. Okay, and I am, hopefully you can see that, I'm going to punch it. And I'm going to check now whether my theory is working. And yes, it is looking good. What do you think? And now if I'm going to do the same with this, I'm going to place it in. So about the same amount around the hole, and punch. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, considering that we don't have next layer dies, because it's 2 layers, each tag has 2 layers, base layer and matte layer. Well, considering that we don't have this layer, I think I've done not a bad job. Not a bad job at all. Okay, and now you are going to mat all these pieces. I've been thinking, and this is not a bad idea actually, you could use some of Phil has some great dies, or not dies, sorry, some great stamps. Where are they? Where are they? These are the ones. You could absolutely go ahead and stamp some of them. That would be great. I was going to do that. Let me have a look what color ink I would use. Okay, so I've got here VersaFine Clair Shady Lane, and I'm going to stamp second generation. So I'm not going to stamp anything on here, but because I've got some mats, some quite empty looking, these two, this is going to be my front, so not going to do anything to this one, I don't think so, we will see. But this piece of paper to stamp off the first time, and I've tried on this little bit, and I think it looks really nice. So this bit is going on inside, this bit is going outside on the back, and what I'm going to do is stamp lightly. Look, I love the way it looks, love it, love it, love it. And I am using Florascript Beautiful Blooms paraphernalia, and I might also use Florascript in Full Bloom paraphernalia, and I'm going to use some of the bits of this stamp. Oh, I like these numbers. Oh, I like these numbers as well. Like this butterfly. Let's have a look. Love these numbers, so going with these numbers definitely, and I'm stamping off and then going on the side. Maybe somewhere here, like so. What else do we have in here? Some butterflies. Oh, clock, definitely need a clock. And I can't see where my other, oh, there it is. Definitely need a clock, 100%. So again, stamp off, stamp off, and like that. That's good. Butterfly, where is my butterfly going? I have to clean these stamps, but I'm not cleaning them yet. Okay, a little bit of something going on in there. Next I want to do my inside bit, butterfly, and another one. Perfect. I'm going to quickly clean my stamps. So you get an idea. You can go to town with this. I'll lean down a little bit, which is perfect for me. And after you have cut all your pieces, mats and layers, done to them, whatever you want to do, go ahead, and I'm going to use glue for this. You can use double-sided tape, but I mentioned it on the video with chocolate box number 1 that I've made. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. It's brilliant, and it's super easy to make and super quick as well. So I'm using glue. The reason why I'm using glue is because glue makes your construction and paper sturdier. So instead of using double-sided tape, which you can, this is gonna make it super sturdy. And what I mean by that is, after you've matted this one, and this is a chocolate box number 1, it, even without the chocolate, it feels super sturdy. You could throw it from the window and nothing would happen to it. It feels great, heavy, and also super sturdy. Okay, that's why I am advising, you are going to make one of these, use liquid glue, use glue for mats and layers. Now go ahead and mat everything, and then I'm gonna come back to give some more info. I have now prepped everything, and as you can see, all my pieces are glued. Before you do anything, the closure, okay, on previous chocolate box I gave you an option to do a magnet. This one I am going to do a ribbon, because why not? Because we can. And you want to attach your ribbon pieces before you actually mat your box. Okay, sorry, I was thinking then. Now decide how long you want. I'm going to cut slightly longer than I need, and mine is going to be, I'm gonna do it at 9 inches, and mine is green and it looks really nice with this colors on the pattern paper, and also with this racing green. And I'm not quite sure, I might actually do 4 ribbons, 2 at the front and 2 at the back. I'm just gonna have a look how they look. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit too much, but who knows, it might look good. You never know. If you don't try, you don't know. Okay, if you don't try, you don't know. So make sure they are on the right side. See if I want to do 2. Not sure. I am not sure. 2 and then yeah, maybe let's go for 2, something different. Listen, if you don't like the way mine looks, then you know not to do that. I'm gonna go for 2, and what I'm gonna do, just to make sure it's somewhere in the middle, taking my Tim Holtz ruler and this way 0, 4, 4, and it's about 4 and 1/8. So my middle is gonna be about here, and the same is going to be at the back, about 4 and 1/8, and middle is going to be over here. And now to attach the ribbon, I'm going to take some double-sided tape and place it over here. I should have gone a little bit closer to the edge, but that's not a problem, because when I'm gonna mat, I'm gonna place double-sided tape on here as well. Let's see if it's gonna fit. Might do another one just to make sure. Double-sided tape is not going to harm. Burnish if you can, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the front. So I'm gonna go slightly above my pencil mark and then on my pencil mark and slightly below my pencil mark. This way I know everything is covered. The ribbon is not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna go anywhere anyway by the time we finish. So I'm going to burnish this side and this side, and take my double-sided tape off, and now carefully I am going to attach one bit and then another bit of ribbon, like so. Definitely go and burnish it. Burnish. Perfect. Going to do the same on this side. So take tape backing off your double-sided tape, and then one piece and another one. Just gonna burnish it with my finger. Okay. Now this is the front. This is the front. Okay, this goes in. This is the front. I'm gonna open it like so because I've got raw double-sided tape showing. And now I'm just gonna fold it. This is my front. I'm going to put double-sided tape on this side just to secure it a little bit more. So which side is this? Where my ribbon is. Double-sided tape right on the edge. To make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay. just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And then the rest, oh, I'm going to burnish it. Do not forget to burnish it. Take backing off of all of them, and now go in with your glue, because remember, glue makes it all stiffer, which in our case is what we want. The whole construction is going to be super stiff, nice and stiff. Okay, glue, and now carefully, you don't have much space for error in here with double-sided tape, that I can tell you. Carefully place it, and that's it. Burnish where your ribbon is, and burnish the rest as well where you applied glue. Okay, and then you're gonna do the same to the back, and now you can go ahead and mat the rest, and I'm going to do the same and see you in a bit. Hey, chocolate box is done. Look, let's have a look at the front, and then sides, the back. Okay, so I did glue the back upside down by mistake, so it's not too bad, apart from this little butterfly that is flying somewhere, God knows where. But other than that, it's all good. So make sure if you stamp something that you do glue it down the right way. And then let's have a look at the inside. Inside, chalk coming out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we've got a ribbon closure on this one. Now this one I have designed so that you have got a little bit of room to space to embellish it on the inside. Don't go too heavy, please. Okay, so you can see how much space you've got to embellish things on the inside, and I have designed it on purpose, like so. Now it is completely up to you how you are going to jazz it up. I will show you how I will do it. I've done the same tag, so you can write a message here or on reverse. I also will do a belly band. Okay, so belly band is gonna go somewhere here, and the tag is going to slip in. The only thing I'm gonna tell you, if you are going to do the same, before, don't glue the belly band just on its own. So what I'm going to do, and you will see, I am going to actually record how I'm embellishing with the glue, a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side. But before you glue down, please make sure you put your tag in, and then you are going to glue it down. Okay, this is to ensure that it's not too tight, and you are going to be able slip in and out your tag. Okay, this is one thing. This was the residue from my chocolate box number 1. If you remember, if you have watched that video, then you know what I'm talking about. This was what I was left with, so I just decided to use it and mat it on a rice green cardstock. Now the pearls, I was using Jade Shimmer pearls, perfect combination with this paper pack. Die cuts leaves, and these are succulent foliage, and I did make it a little bit curly. Then I've got a butterfly from Beautiful Butterflies set from Sentimentally Yours. Done it in 2 layers, racing green on the bottom and then paper pack top layer. Also few jade shimmer pearls and a little bit of moon dust glitter on both layers. Then I have got over here You Mean So Much. This tag have been done using this die set over here, which is called Layer Differently Collection Ornate Rectangles. And the same, I have done another one that says Love You, finished with jade pearls as well. And the set I was using is Just Saying Rustic, Magnificent Moments, Sentiments. Okay, this one over here for both of them, which says You Mean So Much and Love You. Nice and short, and says everything. Now I am going to put music on, and let's start embellishing. Chocolate box number 2 is done. Done. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this is what it looks like. Tag, you can write something on here and leave a little message. Front says You Mean So Much, and inside we've got belly button, Love You, beautiful butterfly, 3D butterfly, and some foliage, and of course, not to forget, this is a chocolate box, and you put your chocolate in here, and then you carefully, my butterfly is still not dry, close everything up, do the ribbon, and here we go. Chocolate box number 2. Stay tuned for chocolate box number 3. It's gonna be even more fabulous. Make sure you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. It all helps a lot. Thank you so very much to all of you who already subscribed and are watching my videos, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything exciting. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, bye.